Our forensic unit responds to everything from vandalisms to homicides and all calls in between.
In our field, we've all been here for a very long time, so we're very passionate about our job.
And really like helping the people, because when I do get a match, I just feel so accomplished. Like, I caught the person.
My name is Brian Dalton. I am the lieutenant of the forensic unit with the Knoxville Police Department. The majority of what we do is going to be calls for service response, responding to crime scenes. The vast majority of the work on those scenes includes processing for latent print, so we're looking for identifiers that will tell us who the suspect was on the scene, as well as photography. Those are the two key things that happen day in and day out. We also handle forensic firearm and tool mark analysis in-house.
My name is Autumn McGuire and I'm a crime scene technician. So usually I'll walk around, I'll see like what really happened on the scene, and the first thing, if there's a lot of damage, we'll take pictures of everything just so we can document. And I'll try to fingerprint like surfaces that we think the person might have touched and see if we can pull prints from that.
I'm Jacqueline Hale and I'm a Latent Print Examiner.
I'm Rosa Gonzalez and a Latent Print Examiner. As Latent Print Examiners, our primary role is here in the office, so we examine the prints that are collected by the crime scene techs. Day to day, we come in, we look at those fingerprints, we see if they're good enough to run an APHIS, and then if they are, then we kind of start our comparison process and just kind of go from there.
We do still respond to major crimes though, especially to, not as a primary role, but as a secondary, because when we're out on scenes of these major crimes, it kind of takes the pressure off the other techs, because they'll be working on photography, faro scans, looking for DNA, talking with investigators, and it kind of frees them up for us to just kind of roam and kind of really focus on finding the latent prints on these major crimes.
We do spend a lot of time here in the lab though. We get to play around with different chemicals, and we do a lot of research kind of to keep up with what's happening out there in the field and how to help the techs out when it comes to fingerprints. We are very passionate about what we do.
Day in and day out, you're responding to the worst of the worst scenes.
There are some times that you see like terrible things. Like, you also have to know that like there are people too, and you want to be there to help them.
We always check in with each other, especially after anything or any kind of scene that we know is tough. We kind of know each other's kind of triggers, so we try to keep that in mind.
It's like coming home when you come to work, because you're surrounded by your family, you're surrounded by your best friends, and you kind of learn to read each other. So when I come in the office and I can already look at her and feel, okay, something's a little off today. And being able to have that kind of telepathy between all of us has been very helpful, I think, overall, as us being a family and just co-workers.